But yeah, just so I can put something together and show so that prospective people can get a better idea of what it is that actually classes. We're going to do a warm-up first. Let's pull these out. We're going to do just like a bear crawl, but we're just going to make sure that we don't cheat and make sure that we stay low. So you guys want to help me just kind of spread these down, like all four, just kind of down. Just like in a, in a straight line going down, we can go from one to the other. Yeah. This is only just to make sure that we keep our body low. So it's not like a bear crawl with your butt fit in the air like this. You're going to have to keep your whole body a little lower, which is not going to be as hard for it's going to be harder for the older guys. But yeah, we'll just because we're smaller. So yeah, we'll start here. We'll just go in line all the way through, and then we'll cycle through a couple times. If you knock one over, don't freak out. Just pick it up and keep going. So I'll go first, and you guys will do like single file.
Let's start with like 5 for each leg. So we'll start with the right leg. Moving the right leg first. Right, forward. And flip all the way backwards. Yep. If you want to make it harder, you can add like a upper body rotation in there. Good, good. All right. Now do the same thing with the left leg. So, leg forward, left leg back. Take a little break.
Doing that stuff like that. Okay, do a front one, then the side one, and then go to the back.
Okay.
After that was.
All right, well, let's do count one.
Sorry.
No, that'd be good. No, actually, I do want to do a side to side.
Oh, okay.
Hey, how are you? Come on, we already started. Ben? Ben, I don't know who all you know and don't know. We have Christian.
Yeah, I've seen him before.
You've seen Tristan in front of us?
It's been a while, yeah.
Christian, this is Ben. So he's been sitting a little
Mind if
while.
I sit back here and work?
Really. Come on, we're warming up now, so you can jump in and join us. All right, so what's that?
Good to set this stuff.
No, you gotta warm up. Come on.
Okay.
We already started. I'm actually videotaping this class too, so if you want, I can send you the video.
Oh, that'd be great.
Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Now we're going to do a side lunge, but we're going to do it side to side. And so for this one, I'm going to step. I'm just going with my right foot, step out to the side, lower my weight down, and I'm going to step and cross my feet and lower my weight down over my right leg. Makes sense? So this is this is a flexibility drill too. So
Okay.
I'm going to step wide, lower your weight on your right leg, and then cross your legs and lower your weight on your right leg. You guys are actually doing better than I thought so. Good job. So this is a strength exercise, but you should feel it kind of stretching out too. Okay, so let's do with our left leg. You know I'm moving now. So I'm gonna step out with my left leg, put my weight down, and cross over. Put my weight to. It's supposed to be uncomfortable, so that's okay. This is working on flexibility, so that's okay. All right, we good with that? Yeah, keep yourself loose. If you feel yourself like that, keep it loose. All right. Now we're going to do the hard one, and then we'll get to the lesson. I know, it's like, that was hard. All right, this one, we're going to do a shifting lunge, all right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lunge with my right foot forward. I'm going to shift, from this position, I'm going to shift my weight back onto my back foot. And I'm going to pivot into a left side lunge. And then come up, and then do a lunge on the left side. So lunge on the left, shift my weight back, hip my feet, and recover. Does that make sense? For this one, do as many as you can. Like try to do like 5 or 6. But if it's getting really hard, like don't overstress yourself because it's pretty hard for me. So, but anyway, yeah, let's go ahead. Lunge forward. Keep your weight, your body down, and shift your weight back. And then pivot. So it's like a 4-step process. Should be giving a good stretch in the groin too. We don't want to pull any of those. Yeah, let's not do that. Everybody feeling pretty good? Yeah, it's pretty hard on the quadriceps if you do like a few butt kicks. Kind of helps to stretch that muscle out. So everyone doing all right? Let's take a really short water break. If you guys don't need water, that's fine. I need water.
Oh, right.
If you need me
Cool
to,
with that.
if you need to move any of my stuff, like out of the way.
Okay, if I sit here.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, no, you're fine. Let me take this because I have this in my wallet. Sure, I have. So-
Yeah, put it in there.
But yeah, yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Keeping Christopher company.
Okay, good. And if he's bothering you, you just let him know. But he's a good kid.
No, we go way back.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, John also cross-trained in Japanese sword arts. I don't forget the actual.
No, I can't lean back for a second. It's like probably got a job.
I stay away from Cherry Dale.
I might have to.
Don't do so now.
I mean, a lot of people really avoid cherry
Oh, really? Oh.
He's like, I
I
don't
just
see
hate
that.
the traffic.
I know it's like all
Oh,
grass.
no, it's not traffic.
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay, cool. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah.
Fees,
Let's see.
rubbers,
You have a sword?
Everybody's got a sword, yeah.
Where's yours from? Which one do
I was
you
gonna ask you which one, do you want to use this one or that one?
This seems like
We got it last year.
Yeah, use the penny, yeah, good idea.
Sorry. Alright, so today we're working on the spare cow and the cross strike. What's so funny about that?
I was reading last night, so.
Good job, man. You'll be wearing a black shirt this time, man.
Yeah, right.
I can buy a black shirt now, buy a money.
That's true. Yes, I'll take you up on that. Give me $40. All right. So we're going to spare cow. So let's start with just real basic form for you guys. I think everyone in here is right-handed except for Ben. So Ben, I'm going to speak as a right-handed person. Like we're going to have to reverse things in your mind. So you're smart enough. I think you can handle it. The spare cow is a horizontal strike. Like as you know, like I've shown you, like the basic strikes are usually diagonal on the angles like this. The spare cow cuts horizontally, to where your edges are lined up to the sides and your flats are lined up vertically. All right. The way we do just a basic spare cow, like say to the left side of the other person's head. You're holding the sword. Your thumb's on the inside, right? You're going to turn the sword over so your thumb is underneath. And if you're right-handed, you're going to turn your hand in a clockwise manner. If you're left-handed, you're going to turn your counterclockwise. So from here, turning your hand up, under like this, sets you up where you can cut the blade horizontally. So, for instance, we have it on our right shoulder here. I'm going to turn my thumb underneath my sword, and then cut with a step horizontally. Turn your hand the other way. So you're going to turn your thumb over, and then you're going to end up with the thumb underneath it. And it's going to be. Yes. Okay, cut with start from your right side over to the left side. Yeah, but then, no, that's good. Just you're going to want to turn your hand like this. Yes. And so from the right shoulder, yes, you're still attacking, the blade's still coming from your right shoulder to the left side of the person.
I'm doing left hand too.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Keep your sword elevated though. Keep your hands up in front of your head as you cut over. The idea with this is that you're attacking high, but you're also defending against the cut that's coming in. Okay. Step with the right foot. I'm sorry. Yeah. You're attacking from the right side. You want to step with the right foot as well.
if you're attacking from your strong side, what this is doing is using your short edge, your back edge, right? We're not using the long edge that lines up with the knuckles, we're turning our sword over and using the short edge. From here, when we attack from the left side, we're going to use the opposite edge, the long edge. So from here, my thumb, the sword is basically pivoting on my thumb. So I'm going to use the opposite edge as I cut around here. So if I'm attacking from my weak side, I'm going to use my long edge. Yes? So, okay, good. And you can also put both of them together too. Yeah, that's all right. Okay, let me switch on that. You see it right there? So you're having a little bit. So from here, we're going to turn our hand like this. Cut over here. Yeah, and then from here, keep your hand in that position and just rotate the sword on top of your thumb. This almost ends up being like a helicopter blade. Yeah. So now I want to see you like from here, I want to see you cut to the other side. So that's good. Now, because what you're doing is you're untwisting it again, I want you to keep your thumb underneath. Your sword is literally going to turn, like pivot on top of your thumb. So think of this, the thumb as being like the foundation of the sword, and it's like a turn pin. You just turn it. Over here. And then you're going to use, this is going to be using your hands. You're going to be crossing your hands.
We'll get into more later. Keep your hands high. What you're doing is you're protecting yourself like this. But you're starting to down here. Now, do this, keep your hands high. That way when you go around,
The blade can go over your head.
just go right over here.
Yeah, if it's down here, you're going to have to flip your sword more vertically. We want to travel horizontally. We want to go where it's almost like a helicopter. Yes, yes, yeah. Just do that a few times just to get comfortable. And it's even easier when you use footwork. Right now, you're kind of getting twisted up. But it's because we're focusing on that cut. When you take a step with it each time, it's actually a lot more comfortable. All right. Yeah. We have more specific stuff we're going to work on, but I want to make sure you guys are comfortable. You're starting to get the basic. All right, we're going to be doing it all day, so you'll be good at it by the end of the day. Any questions so far on that? Look what you were doing. All right. You guys, I think you done this workout.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what we're doing this time is a technique called the feller, which means the feint, or the failure, depending on how you translate it. There's two different versions of it. So, let's see. We'll kind of demonstrate the first one. All right, so one of the things I'm doing when I'm faking a cut to get his defenses in one area so I can attack somewhere else. If I'm attacking John at the left side of his head, he can easily block that. All right. So what I want him to do is get him to move his sword to defend that opening, and it exposes one of his other openings. Remember when I talked about the 4 openings with you guys? You guys are pretty new, but I think I covered that with everybody. I want to get him defending high, and then I'm going to cut low. When I'm going to do that, I'm going to fake just a regular overhowl. As he pulls up high, I'm going to cut a square cowl low. So with my arms extended, I'm going to cut the square cowl. Except instead of aiming at the head, all I'm doing is dropping my point down to the side. Okay, so I come up high, and then as he moves his sword up, I switch from here, using my arms, cut the square cowl. I can do it on the same side. I can actually even cut around to the other side as well. Over there. So we'll start with one on the same side, like I'm attacking from my right, like I'm attacking, feinting to the left side of his head, and then I'm going to cut underneath to the left side of his lower opening. It's either going to hit in the arm or the stomach or somewhere.
Yeah, when you're striking low, you're still keeping your hands.
Yes. Your cross guard should be at head level. Even, yeah, I'm going to cut my point down low, the way you lower your point, so just hold the sword up in the, I guess, workout position. The way you lower your point is by raising your pommel up. I'm not going to drop my sword down. If I pull my pommel up, it angles the point up. So this is always going to be affecting my head, right? That is key. So, well, let's do, how many, we got 6? Let's partner up for this. Let's see. No way, I didn't count myself. No way. Oh, okay. That's right, so let's have you two pair up, you two pair up, and you two pair up. And I'll stick with you two for right now. So yeah, let's line up this way, across this way, just so we have more room. You two here, you two down here. I'll start with you two, and I'll kind of work through to make sure everybody's getting the idea. So we're going to have one side, and this is not going to be to contact right now. This is going to be slow speed, not hitting the other guy. We're going to have, like, I'm going to be thinking it over how, like, the other person is just going to move into a high plow to defend, and then I'm going to switch and cut a square cut. I'm not connecting, I just want to get the idea. So, yeah, we'll have, decide amongst yourselves who's going to go first. One person's going to be the attacker,
Should be the attacker.
feints, and then cut down. The other person should be defending high. Yeah. Right? Okay.
Attacker.
So, yeah, you attack me and
Then you're just.
and I'll
Yeah.
I'll remember
No, that's all right.
I just basically the button. Yeah.
Yeah. What it's trying to do is you're attacking with your long edge, with the feint.
Yeah, I try not to.
And as you come over, you're going to actually attack with the short edge in a second. So you're going to turn you're using your palm hand to cut over.
Yeah, it's kind of
Remember the sword how it pivots on the thumb. So we're going to turn the sword over, and leaving the sword out in front of you, we're going to cut it down. So this might be a little challenging at first. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. Just try to keep your hand up a little bit more.
The big thumb of it.
strike right here.
Yeah.
Just right over your head. Sorry,
That's it. But try to keep your hands up. Keep your hands up a little more. No, that's all right. Yeah. We'll switch up. We'll come over. All right, so let him attack out. All I want you to do is, as he attacks, you're just going to like walk up. Yeah, make sure you get some forward motion. That's it. Yeah, do it how many times. I think we're good.
Sometimes I
Yeah.
No.
Get the extension.
basically,
You don't want to just come like this.
I'm gonna
Your
attack my
point out there a little more where it would hit.
But just make sure you don't have to touch, just follow like this. So,
I know, it's been a while. And do it one more time.
Yeah.
We'll switch again.
I mean, you can, when you're like sparring, sometimes,
One more time for you.
I mean, so that time,
So let's do it.
you want to go like that, to make the other person, do
So
something.
you're right back. So we're going to take it to that. That's going to make it a little easier. So we're going to step.
Alright, yeah.
Face, we're not cutting all the way through. From here, right? When you keep your hands out in front of you, you're going to raise your pommel up. Good. Up, no. Head down, that's it. That's it. That's it. I really want you to try to keep your hands up here instead of dropping your arms down. Like over here. I know some people like to do both. Here, you're just going to cut down. Like that. So your hands are going to stay up here. You're going to twist your arms. So you're going to bring your left hand up like that. That's what's going on. Yes. Yes. Do that a few more times. I want you to get the idea of this. There you go.
When you see a spar later, which we're going to do what? I want to try the new person.
Okay.
I want to try them because I
Keep doing that a few times. I want to see. Let me see you guys. Good. Try to keep your
Yeah. Like,
Doesn't have to guard the head, so it have it where they're.
Yeah.
Plus, you have to make sure you're guard.
like at home, instead of defending, if I was like, you know, all attacking at the same time.
Yeah.
It took me a while. Yeah.
All right, good, good.
Yeah.
All right, you guys over here? Yeah.
A little bit. You can still come here if you want to, but it's much juicier.
I like how you put that, it's a lot easier.
All right, cool, so we got that? Yeah. Let's do the same thing, do it to the other side. So now instead of what we were just doing, attacking here, or feinting here and cutting down on the same side, we're just gonna do it, I'm gonna feint here and then cut down on the other side. This one's gonna be really directly against the arms. And I heard you say like this, the head's a good target as well. What this is more envisioning is someone protecting high and cutting low. So even let's vary a little bit. Let's have you defend it like a cron or something. So if I'm coming in here and John's coming up in cron, like he's pretty much got his head blocked. Cron is just ox, but to the side, right? So from here I can cut under this side, and I'm still pretty well defended. On this this way. The sword's still in front of me. So here he's defending high. It's going to be hard for me to cut him anywhere high. So I'm feinting high and then cutting low. All right. So the difference this time is we're feinting to one side and we're going to cut down low to the other side. All right. Does that make sense? Yeah. Let us rotate training partners. So this row rotates and then you fly over. Yeah, you guys stay put. Just to vary training partners a little bit. Right? Everybody understand what we're doing? And remember, he's left-handed, so he's going to do everything the opposite of what you do. We'll just come with that. Okay. Only when he's going. When you go, keep your right hand. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to work with you guys first.
Okay.
And then we'll go back. Alright, so which one of you is attacking?
If I that way.
Okay, so you'll attack first. What I want you to do is just to defend your upper openings.
Kind of hard with what you do before.
That's what we were doing before? That's good. Except now I want you, we're doing a variation now. You're going to fake one side and then I'm going to cut down this other side. And the way we do that is instead of bringing my full up and over my arm, like I did before, now I'm going to cross it. To get my square on the other side. Yes. Okay. This one might come more naturally. That's fine. Good. Okay, good. You got the idea of the movement. Now just try to do it with a little bit of footwork.
I'll just right here.
So you're going to start with your right foot down. You're going to come in with your right foot, and then from here you can either cut it down or you can take a second step.
I was last night. Yeah.
Yes, good. All right. Is this one easier for you, or you just get it? Okay.
What's going on? No.
I'm good with one hand and left hand.
Oh,
Good. All right, let's switch it up. Let's see which move as well. So he's going to feint. You're going to feint and attack your head. Yes. You are feinting an attack to the left side of his head. Give me a second. So you're feinting an attack here. As he moves his sword up, we're going to underneath the sword. So do that by once again your thumb's going to end up on your arm's going to end up. But she did it perfectly. Some people have like some things just kind of some people don't know.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to hit you guard until you start moving forward. This is the thing. You're going to feint the attack. That's what's going to make you the sword. That's it. Good. Yeah. That's good.
Alright.
Okay, good. That's good control if you guys do. Say jump in
hit each other, you don't hit each other. Do it a couple more times each. I just want to see how these guys do it. So just continue, make sure you
Yeah, if I'm bring the front, do the front here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I still want to come out.
This is assuming the other person is being defensive and that they're not counter-attacking. Like if you do a skirt or if you do an attack and you do a skirt down on you, you don't want to
Really?
change
Like,
direction.
I got it.
That's because you're still hitting it that point. And you got it. This is assuming that he's really defending and that he's not trying to set up like kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
He's not attacking, but the point's not coming for you. Good. Everything going good?
Mm-hmm.
Doing good. You're doing good? Good. Right.
I think we're starting to get hang of it.
Okay, good. Yeah, these guys are starting to get the hang of it too. All right. So, any questions on that? That was the easy fella. Right. That was the easy faint one. The next one is a little more complicated, but I think it's a lot more fun too. Or we're gonna have fun doing it. Okay, so this one's a 4-step process. Okay. So, first step. Let's see. Oh, let me do it with the cap. Fine. Sorry, guys. You know. All right. The first step of this is just to square it out to the side of the person's head, and he did the proper block to it, which is just if you're blocking a square cow, there's different ways to do it. The easiest way is to lay your long edge against the sword to stop it. It's not immediately threatening me, but if a square cow is coming at you and you don't have time to react, that's the easiest, probably safest way to do it. The best would probably be to do like a square cow. I'm going to mute the square cow, but that's not that's the same time. Yeah. If you can do that, that's perfect. But let's say that I'm catching him by surprise, and then like this, and he's going to block. Sort of. This is a feint. So that is, I'm trying to pull his sword to the side. So what I'm actually doing is I'm faking the square cow here and putting the square cow to the other side instead, over here. Does that make sense? Right. So, I think we can show this apart is if we do it nice and slow. We're going to, let's start with just like that first cut, because I want the other person to practice blocking it as well. So if Captain cuts a square cow to the left side of my head, I'm just going to block with my sword out to the side of this. Right? Does that make sense? Let's have you guys rotate down. It's okay, John. I'll use it for the next one. Okay, good. Yeah. Do you want to switch out the swords? Is it working well with the different kind of swords? Okay, cool. So we're just doing the first. Let's just do the first step right now. Let's just do that really first initial square cut to the head. Hey man, let's just do the first step. Yeah, just not saying. Okay. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. But yeah, I also want the other guy to practice block.
All right.
Get the shield out.
So yeah, this one we can do like 5 times each. Good, all right. No, yeah, do make it like 5 times each. We'll go through this one pretty quick.
All right. So I jump and I'm gonna. Okay. Get on the
Just do it like we do like 5 times each.
Yeah.
To get the, practice our blocking.
Well, make sure you don't watch this. You don't have to contact this, but
Step all the way forward.
it would maybe it's after.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
You ready?
Just do maybe like 5 times. Yeah, this,
I'm gonna do one more,
this
but
is a
I'll
pretty easy
okay.
step. So. Alright, so this is pretty simple.
I'm not gonna go around to the other, I'm just gonna do the, just gonna practice that, so.
There you go. Alright. This next step, we're actually going to do the feint to one side and doing a cut around to the other side. You guys doing this first? Do it very slowly. Alright? Do it slow and controlled because the other guy is practicing defending from one side and then moving to defend the other side. Okay? So,
I remember that exercise.
if John is spurking me, he feints to one side and then cuts around the other side. I'm going to have to move from here to here. All right, so he comes up here. We can do it a little fast like that, because he trusts me to defend myself. With you guys, let's do it newbie slow. Right? So he comes around, he really wants to make sure I can get my sword over there first. All right? And he doesn't even have to wait for the first one to connect. As he does his sword cut over here, he can cut over. Because my job as a defender to really get over there fast. So I'm basically moving from one pile to the other. I'm going to have my hands up high. I don't want to walk a pile like this, because he's just going to cut right through the weakness. Any questions on that? Let's do the same purpose for now and run through that.
Yeah, I'll back first. You can work on your block.
Yes. He wants to get
Yeah,
good.
do you want the exercise out? Yeah. Your arms a little bit straighter. Not that.
Good.
Working has tired me out. Yeah.
I mean, if he's really pushing, you really have to pull it back. Just keep it. You're doing it. Okay. I would recommend having your arms a little more extended as you're blocking. I'm still doing it on the other. I'm still too close to you because that's still when you're really close. You want to have your arms more kind of out like this, and as he cuts around. Yeah. That's those arms.
Over, just like that.
Yep. But yeah, you do want to have it a little more
Close,
focused.
so I do extra work. Oh my gosh. Clean. That's all I do. So, if anyone wants any meat,
So,
okay.
you go ahead and check it out.
Cook,
Good. So you
cook, clean, but it's still.
I was
I don't know, fried chicken.
you can change your footwork up too. So you can
But they don't need to eat chicken fried.
step. See how twisted up I am?
Yeah. And yeah, thank you for pointing that out. You do want to step with each one. Because there's two more steps after this, so you want to make sure you don't get twisted up early on and then end up.
End up tripping yourself.
Yeah. Yes, that's the idea.
I still know what to do. Doc really wants to cook it.
Good, there you go.
Cook Batman is like Batman awesome.
Good. Let's take the max out.
Okay.
Because that was only the first phase of, it's called the feigning, twofold. There's actually another two steps, so I'm not sure what they call it, the double feint. It's like a triple. And speaking of feints, if John has this 4-move combination plan in his head and he hits me on the second move, he's not required to continue going through his kata or whatever. He can totally pull out whenever he wants to. Or if something goes wrong, he can totally back off. If he hits me with the first one, I just didn't get up there. I mean, he can just pull out right there. Yeah. So the idea with the feint is, I'm coordinating a feint. I'm expecting to pull it. But when you get pretty good, you can, if someone isn't blocking your feint, if I'm faking John out and he sees that it's a fake, I can just continue it and still hit it. That's a little more. So what we're going to do is we're going to have you two can pair up with the other guy with the helmet. So you can do one half of this exercise. Because this one I want to actually do to a hit on the head a little bit.
So you'll be able to do part of this. You won't be on the receiving end of it. I hope that's obvious. But yeah, for this one, we can go ahead and demonstrate and then we'll get our gear on. This one, I'm going to end up doing another spurt after it. So right now, I've got, I'm feigning that first squirt, I'm doing a squirt to the other side. So now I'm going to do another squirt with my arms extended out to his head here. Okay. I'm expecting him to still block that one. But for the sake of argument, I'm going to feint, and cut over and hit him in the head. Right? So as I see him moving to sort of defend, I switch, and then I switch again. This one, it specifically says to do with your arms extended. So instead of, when I normally do a spurt, I bring my arms, I go from one side of the body to the other, right? This one is saying to keep your arms extended, so I'm seeing that as saying, like, do this with just the motion of your hands, your wrists instead of your arms. Before I'm bringing the sword to the left side of my body, right side of my body, and now I'm just keeping it, my hands where they are, and cutting over the sword like this. Okay? And this is going to be aimed at the left side of the head. All right, so you're feinting to the left, and then fading to the right, and cutting down on the left. Okay. Does that make sense? Good. Okay, let's see. Actually, I'll work with the two new guys. Since they don't have the gear, I'll work with both of them. They can hit me. You get your gear on and partner up with one of these guys. So we'll have 2 pairs and then the 3 of us. Alright, so yeah, you do the mix. These are the best places to order online. What the brand that I like is Absolute Fencing. They have that's. I think all of us have Absolute masks. That's what, like $50?
Yeah, something like that.
And you've had that for 2 years, and it looks brand new.
It's got a few scratches.
It's got a few, yeah, almost brand new. John and I have extra padding on ours because we anticipate doing some like competitive sparring, so we've got like extra leather on ours for what we do in here. So we just put 3 open fencing mask, gives him totally enough protection to protect against stuff like this.
I haven't been here for like what? A couple of months and
That's-
you can add.
Exactly. Now that mask, I mean, step back a little bit. That wouldn't protect against something like this. Something full force. That mask
I remember.
may or may not be. So that's.
I remember that when you did that to me. Like,
I remember that too.
Well, I was also going to state that, especially with John, since he's got padding on the backside too.
Yeah, I actually had a separate pad that I made for mine. Yeah, his comes complete with it, but it was like $100, so it's
That's the body.
yeah, and it's probably the best. He actually has like some extra stuff that protects all of them, so we been here years.
Yeah, this saved me once early.
Yeah. All right, so okay, just one good source, so I have the same. Let you work. All right, so you take a pair out. So we're adding another step. So I'm going to have one of you guys do it, and just one of you guys going to be watching. So make sure that everybody has. All right. So we're adding an extra step here. Okay. Let's look at that. Yeah, you guys go ahead. What's that? Oh yeah, that's what we're all right. Yeah. All right, yeah, we're gonna go down here. Yeah, I never think about this. Yeah, we have this whole area too that we do. Wait, just you first. Things in here.
Work for a couple months.
Thing here, and one over there, and I'm going to cut them over.
But you're going to extend it out a little bit
So
further.
you already did it. So all I'm going to do is do it with one.
Basically, you're just doing this, except on the last one.
Yeah. So I want you to try to keep your thumb underneath your
Hurry in,
back and forth.
I'm over.
Once you sort of get some position, you might want to keep twisting it. Stay.
somebody will touch and slice it or whatever.
Yeah, I think so. The way I cut it was.
Yeah, I want you to feel this.
What's it on?
Yeah, right there, yeah.
And,
Good.
like the her was on frying meat, goes, cook the chicken, flop the a lot of burn cuts. And then washing dishes.
I want you, each time you do it, I want you to step each
I'm
time.
going home, like,
Just make it a little, you got the base. Yes, that also gets you a little closer, so it's easier to.
but I get paid.
Yeah.
You wanna go?
Sure.
I'm just making sure I'm on. I'm thinking about how the volume is that.
Sounds good. So you expect me?
That's good. That was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah.
Hold on, I just know something.
So,
Hold up for 1 second. Just, I didn't mention this specifically, I just wanted to address it. Each time you're attacking with the different edge. So the first attack is with the short edge, long edge, short edge. I just wanted to clarify that, because I didn't actually spell it out, so I was seeing that over here. Got it? Good.
okay.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's one thing that I didn't. So the first attack is with your short edge.
To see if you're
Then the long
you know what I'm
edge,
messing
and then
with?
the short edge.
We did the edge tab, like.
So your sword's turning over.
See the block on that side,
It's
so
the-
come around and,
Yeah.
oh, at least slap it with
So
it.
long edge. Yes. Sorry, I didn't know.
I would have a Saturday. I told them.
I want you guys to hear the same exact thing, but now I want you to try to not connect.
I don't have a specific.
I want you to try to pull them. No, you did fine.
Really?
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, one was attacking you, and I said, I just want to change the
Forgot that
attack. He's still here.
Yeah.
That way, if you're looking close, I can still.
And if it connects, it still works. But it's even better
I mean, you really
if
want
you
to.
can change the direction of your attack while I'm still moving. And attack goes here, now I can stop and change direction as opposed to just be here. Move from one side.
Yeah. That way, if I'm not
So
fast
when you
enough.
try to do the same exact thing, you now try to change the direction a little bit faster.
If you kind of keep it in like that,
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna be able to get around, at least get around.
Yeah, yeah, make sure you're getting circled.
I'm good.
Chicken arms
Good.
fried.
Well, that's all right, if they hit, keep going, that's all right.
The only thing I don't do is manage
Good.
size.
Last two, I'm just noticing that first attack is also like a regular.
I got a
It's not your part, but for now, I just want to just focus on the first attack. That's even the first one, do the circle with the short edge.
She's still moving.
Yeah, that's. That's what I want you to do the first cut, it's like that.
Finally realized.
Yes, one more time. That's all right. No, it's difficult, yeah.
No, it's not that.
Good. All right, so check out the
They don't
I'll just try to do this. Go ahead and make contact. Working control. Make sure you're using short edge, long edge.
That was what I was telling him, make sure you like really,
Yeah.
really depends against it.
One edge and the other. Yeah.
Ooh.
One more time. One more time. All right, good. All right. Everyone doing all right with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So now we have the fourth step. And I know this is complicated stuff, but these guys are doing really well. I'm sure you guys are doing well. This is something where if you're going to pull this out in the fight, you would want to practice this like 1,000 times. Before you try to pull something like this out. If I'm just finding like, oh wait, I saw something the other day, like let me try this, you're going to get eaten alive. That's why we practice.
We're gonna have a bad time.
What's that?
We're gonna have a bad time.
It's right, so for the next one, John still has his mask on.
Sorry.
This one finishes with a slice to the face, right? Which is awesome. All right. So yeah, John, just step up a little bit more. The same 3 starting steps. So I'm doing big, and over here, he's defending against that. For this, to make this drill work well, we're assuming the other person is really on the defensive and you're pretty open, right? Because you're going to actually step past his sword and cut to the face. So this is assuming the picture that's shown is with the other person in a very extended flat. Okay. Obviously, if he doesn't do that, then this may or may not work. It always depends on what the other person's doing. But let's say that John is just really on the defensive. He's just waiting for me to stop my whirlwind attack so that he can counter, right? Here, what I'm going to do is, and we're going to try to figure out how to work this out where it matches the text. I'm coming in, stepping past your sword with a slice to the face here. All right. What it shows exactly in the text.
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be, now this is where we move from like easy stuff, and now we're trying to interpret something of a historical nature and trying to get it as close as possible to the historical treatise. All right. And this is where it's much more interpretive, and we may actually play around and we may change things in the middle of the lesson. That's because this is something, we're taking something that we're pretty confident and now we're adding another new thing to it. So, let's say in the, let me show the finishing move of the text where they have the illustration is that footwork with your sword extended out in front of you, and I'm stepped behind your foot and I'm slicing you in the head like this. Like this is the picture that they show us. And so I'm having to figure out how we get to that point. But the idea being that that third cut, you're just trying to block out like this. So I'm coming in with those first 2 cuts. I'm kind of here, and I'm stepping in like this. Right? That's why I'm going to pass it. I don't trust myself as I'm stepping past you. Right? The slice to the face isn't going to do a lot of damage. You're not going to chop his head in half, but it's really going to stay for him. All right? It's going to hurt. This is going to set up a great throw because you're stepping behind his foot, and you can like really like lever him, like push the sword against his face and throw him down. We're going to take this one slow, work it out. I'm open to input from you guys too, because this is new to me as well. Like what we just did, I've done that as many times. This is the new thing, right? So, what I would like is, you guys, I want you to actually practice on the pedal. You can take turns on the pedal because, you're grip this. So back to you're going to do the same 3 cuts we just did, but then after this one, I want you to take a nice deep step over before. Sorry, what's that?
Like, just over the.
Yeah, I actually want you to end up with like stepping past the plank where you're almost past it, so that you're lined up with it. So you're going to step each time, and you're going to get closer and closer. Like here, and then take a deep step.
Oh, okay.
It's still the first half. Still doing the same.
Okay, so you're doing
This is
that
the fourth
first
workout.
side.
So now I'm getting in really close. And it's going to be a slice. And so close. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to have you guys, like one of you over here, one of you over here, just take turns doing it to the chart. So that we don't get each other. I'll work with these guys. Here, kind of some of you. Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
So, and yeah.
on my phone. But yeah, I want to get it as accurate as possible before we start. I want to get it down to the picture first before we start confirming it. But yeah, what it's showing from the other guy is with his left foot forward, so that you can step behind it. I imagine it would work without it, but maybe not as well. So let's say like the guy defending, he's really like.
I mean, you could also take that step back, like you get the right foot forward. If you're, you could be taking that step back when I'm coming.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, you're still gonna, you go in fast, you know, rush on me pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and let's have YouTube work on it as well. You know, and I'm interested to see what you guys have to say too. Let's have you guys, let's have one guy being the working guy. So one guy is just gonna walk, kind of like, you're gonna want to go closer.
Yeah.
The fourth move is still a spurt.
Yeah.
It's just because you're cutting in on the edge.
I really just.
Well,
It's almost like I'm flipping my plate around.
Yeah.
Right here, I can stay on your sword because if I come on,
You guys ready?
you really.
Okay. Let me work on
Yeah,
that.
I'm pretty up.
Let me show you what I'm
can stay.
So you're a defender, right? I'm cutting in this work right here, this work right here, another work out. Not doing that. I'm having you, if I'm really attacking you fast like this, you're going to do that. You're just going to be moving your sword, probably, unless you're really so offensive. If you do that, then I'm going to change my strategy. This is assuming we have set goals for both of those. So I'm coming here, here, here. I'm going to take each step. Come in and doing another sword out. I'm not traveling around your sword again. I'm stepping in close.
I need to be
Sword out
forward
right here.
instead of the side.
Yeah. And so it ends up being these lines because I'm not cutting all the way around.
Yeah,
I'm really just like laying the sword.
Okay.
Basically step. I know it's really. So it's a sword count. You're not cutting all the way around the other person's sword. Here, I'm gonna step in. I'm staying on the same side. So I'm actually stepping past your sword. Here, so that your sword is behind me. Yeah. Does that make sense? That's what we saw. If you can practice this a lot and the other guy is on the defensive, this is assuming the other guy's not trying to counter. But yeah, if you're coming at me and all I'm doing is this, you can, exactly. You have the pressure on my sword to keep my sword extended and you step past it. If you're right here, my sword is not very dangerous. So this is a ballsy thing. Let's work on it. Well, that's why you need to work on it.
I can't do 10:30 or 9.
Okay. Huh. That's interesting. A little bit faster?
Yeah.
Yes, that's how you want to end up. Why don't you move away from the why don't you move forward? Yeah, because he's going to step past you.
You want to try?
No, let's let you do it a few times before you get comfortable.
Yeah.
What you want to do, you want to close distance a little bit with each one, so you can take that last big step. Each time you cut one, I want you to step a little bit closer. So that last one you can really just.
Yeah, maybe I need to do that.
That's right.
We need to.
That's it right there. That's what I want.
Let me try a little bit more.
That's my interpretation. I'm willing to discuss other, that's what we're doing right now.
Oh, yeah.
See how you can kind of push
That
the sword
okay,
as
just,
far as- do that a couple more times, and then we'll have to do it. Let's see what else we got.
I think we figured
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so
It should be 4 guys.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. The last one we're doing, let's switch these guys for a second. He's coming in.
Well, because you're about to.
Yeah. Get that good. What I mean is like, don't this.
You want me to cover the right? Try from your legs. Yeah, start like that.
Well, I know, yeah. Here, I'm just cutting, we're going like this, I'm going to bring it all the way over and wide. It's my first cut, and then keep it wide.
Oh.
You're cutting with this.
Yeah, actually, no, start here,
All the way
right?
over. Yep. And once you're there, you start your hand saying, not really like that.
Yes, try more. Try to start technically.
Yes.
All
right, yes. That would work on that.
And then,
And then take a step each time. Once you do it again.
one.
I think that's what it is.
Yes.
It's we're taking advantage of him defending and backing up.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, you're.
Yeah, that's great. You close this as well too. Look at that time. That's the right idea. So I want you to get like closer, 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 and then like step faster. That's good. Okay, hang on.
Alright, thank you.
Figure out a
Yes. This is assuming the other guy is on total defense mode. He's not trying to counter thrust. He's not trying to counter that. He's defending. At least I know what we call bad defense.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the things I figured out is even though he's still pending, you write something so we can pass this, so it's still into that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because when you look at speed, it's difficult to stay on that same side.
Yeah.
There's over there.
Oh, yeah.
So even
Well, let's
Yeah, show me. Okay. Okay. Yeah. The other option would be to do that. Last cut is almost like a clear. You're staying on the same side. Yeah. So I'm coming in. I'm like really stepping in this.
Yeah, but it's difficult because he's not static. He's still going to be, trying to come off this way. But if he's over here,
Yeah.
it's easy. As soon as he starts to come back in the center, it's tougher for me to go around. So like over here,
Wait, which one is this?
I'm up there.
Okay.
So yeah, from here, here, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
But here, and you're still pushing. If you're weak in there, it's easy to work around the side. If you're strong, you're guard. You're pressure right here.
Yeah.
It's tough for me to flip around. You're still pushing this way.
Yeah. Hey, what's up with you two? What are you doing? Just in? Don't teach Ben laziness. I still haven't seen him do it. So I have not seen it. I want to observe. Yeah, let me work it with you.
But if you're soft in it,
If I was here,
it's very confusing.
Yeah, that's fine. That's why you need to practice more.
I'm not.
You know, you're left side, especially if you're coming in fast and slow.
Yeah.
Couldn't be.
You guys could be. One possible, but these guys, like, you guys can take a break. It's kind of, or you can take a break now. From here, yeah, let's kind of say, like, kind of what you guys were telling me and kind of share the information with the class.
Okay.
So, yeah, go ahead, like what you were saying.
Okay, so what we're finding out is that, I'll start. So here, when when he's hard at this and he's really fighting that and he's really trying to parry, it's tough for me to flip around to get there. Every time we did it at speed, it always ended up here.
Right. So if he's